Evening all, and welcome back to Factorio, where I am not joined by Nerdy or Gamer. Real life has got in the way and we won't be able to record this week, so just thought I'd do a little short episode, kind of explaining what I've done off camera. I do know Factorio doesn't really get many views on either my channel or NOG's channel. It's not, I think it doesn't lend itself well to our style of gameplay. The unedited is just playthrough, but that's fine, that's fine. I know there are a few that watch it and it's fantastic, and Pete Rubus, thank you very much for all your comments and you're basically guiding us through this, because you know what's going on and we don't, which is fantastic. So I've done a fair bit off camera and I thought I'd just do a quick episode, explain what's going on with that, get some feedback and see what people think. So what have I done? Well, the iron is in place. The iron is running. The iron is up and going here. It has been removed from over there and put down here. I have had to change the input system. I'm not entirely happy with this because I know full well it's gonna clog up when it gets heavy, but I just need to see and wait and find out what happens to it. Before we used to have parking for the holding, one over here and one over here, because that's where they go. What was happening was trains were parking here, finding a free stop over here, and then having to go all the way through the system, all the way back around again to here to go up there. And it wasn't working. Sometimes it would block a train and it would cause issues to it. So I put all the parking in the centre. Everyone must go via the centre rail, whether you're dropping off ore or picking up iron plate. And we've got multiple stops going down. Loads of multiple stops. Having just one at the end was causing problems where trains were going up, parking at the holding, other trains were coming by and wanted to get to the stops to pick up, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't working. I think it's the fuel mod we're using where trains go off and get fuel, but this is working. I've done the same for the copper up here as well. So you can see, boom, this train is sat here going destination full. This train is damaged as well, but that's because all the that's all, yeah, all the ore drop-offs are picked up. And also this has fixed the problem where we were having trains come down and park two at a time, and the issue with them parking two at a time wasn't they were both trying to get to this stop, is that the second one was trying to get to a different stop and it was going round for some bizarre reason, but that's hopefully fixed that. I do know that's not ideal. It may cause problems in the future, but right now it works. So yeah. As for trains being damaged, I have actually over here by our refueling. Where did I put the refueling? Refueling is down here. Here's refueling. I've put a rubber port with some robots and some repair packs in it. So every time a train comes to refuel, it will get repaired as well. So that's going to be ideal. That's going to be fantastic. The other major thing that I've done, I haven't done any nuclear. I need to fix this because this is not going to keep up. But the other major thing I've done is our oil. Gone. The oil is gone. The oil has been removed and has been placed over here. Yeah, see this here? Do you remember I had one? I had one going up and down. Well, we needed 5.5, 6. I put 6 in. We need 5.5 of them. And it wouldn't fit across because of the space required. So I'm hoping this is all good. So let me show you the first one. They're a copy of each and every one with the exception of lubricant. Lubricant's only on the top one. I hope that's going to be okay. I hadn't really thought about it. Also, oh, that's been removed, yeah. So trains come in via this line down here, which is, yeah, they all come in via this line up here. I'm going to probably put a line for each one so we can come off the main track and go to each one. But they come up here, blah, 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 and they park up. We now have 6 trains doing oil. Also, just as a small side note, I have gone around and in every oil place we put, I put speed module 3s. So even if the oil's running out, it now pumps at decent rates. So we're getting a decent amount of fuel in. Oil in, sorry. So, yes, it comes in here and parks up. And all of these tanks are connected to each other. But we've got 3 pumps. We've got one pump here, which pumps down to the centre line here. We've got one pump on this side, which pumps out over here and connects to here. And we've got one pump this one and over to here. And that just spreads it out across them all. So they all get fuel. And it seems to be working. Nobody's starving for fuel. The issue is actually the trains aren't getting here quick enough. But I think I could probably fix that by maybe upping the train limit so that they can have 2 and then have like 6 trains, 12 trains doing oil, maybe. But these will process oil. It comes out. It comes down here. It's exactly the same build as the previous one. It all comes down here, to these 3 pumps here. These pumps go to a petroleum tank, a light tank, and a heavy fuel tank. Ignore the lube for a minute. All of these are connected via wires up to the system here, where we have a pump set here. This pump is set that if heavy oil is greater than light oil, break it down. And this one is set that if light oil is greater than petroleum, break it down. So they only run if there's more oil in them there. It keeps it all balanced. The lubricant at the end is running permanently off the heavy oil. It does get starved every now and then, but we don't use that much lubricant, so I think we're okay for it. And then from these tanks, they go over the rails to the other side to a tank. We have petroleum, we have light oil, and we have lubricant all sat here doing things. The lubricant's taking a long time to fill up, but I don't think it's really used that much. As I said, I don't think it's fine. No valid stop. Lubricant pickup. Oh, that was set to manual. Okay. Oh yeah, I think I moved it out of the way because it was just in the way. Yeah, so this can come here for that, and the drop off is just purely for blue belts. At the moment, I don't think it's needed elsewhere. It might be used in engines. I think it is used in engines as well, electric engines. So we might have to do more than that, but that's okay because the next one is exactly the same build, it just doesn't have a lubricant on it. But I could easily just copy that out and put it on each one if I wanted to. That would work fantastically. All these stops are set up so that if there's less than 20,000 petroleum in the first tank, then it turns to stop off. I am feeding them all from one side, and I know that's not ideal, feeding them from a single pipe, but come on, this is designed to fill up half of this in 60 seconds, so it will fill up all of these tanks in 2 minutes. It's basically one train, because this is double a train. So it will fill up a whole train in 1 minute. And I think that's pretty good. I think that's enough for what it's doing here. It's just getting the oil in that's going to be the problem, but we can deal with that. We'll find more oil patches going around. Yeah, but these are all set so that if there's less than 20,000, don't enable the stop, so trains won't come and park up for ages and wait it. If there's 20,000 in this tank, there must be at least 100,000 in all the tanks because of how the balance works. So I know a train's going to come in, fill up and go. So, and it's exactly the same for this one here. Obviously you're part there because there's nowhere to go, but you are full. And this one is there's one train with this stop. Where's he going? Is he coming in here? Nope, he's going all the way up. Ah, yes. This is another thing that I've kind of done. The trains do have to go all the way up, round and roundabout, and come back down again. I didn't want them crossing and causing issues, so I just thought that's the best way to do it. But you see that he goes in here. Bum. Goes up, away he goes, and there's still 11,000 left in the tank. So I know full well when this stop enables, a train can, at the very least, fill up completely and move on. Could probably set so a lower number, but yeah. And they're all set exactly the same. I haven't set any limits on these, the inputs, so they're just set to empty cargo, and then they go to the oil pickup and they wait for 60 seconds or until the cargo is full. We've kind of done that because of there are some that are slower than others, and I didn't want a train sat there for like 10 minutes just waiting to fill up. I'd much rather it go off and do something and come back in, so that other stops that have oil, like this one down here, this one down here. This is quite a quick one. This fills up very quickly. But if a train was parked up here for like 10 minutes trying to fill up, that one down in the corner wouldn't get any fuel. It wouldn't get any trains to do it. So probably better to fix it with more trains. That would probably make sense. But basically, this one is full. This output is full. This is all full and ready to go. So yeah, they do tend to pick the top one and then work their way down, which is ironic because the actual oil trains pick the bottom one and work their way up. So a bit weird how that works, but that's just how it's going to go. I could set up a system where I could say, hey, if I could set up a system where it balances all. It goes, hey, if this one's got less, then turn the train on, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to leave it going. But that's basically the only other thing I've done is over here, where we're getting attacked permanently. I put loads more laser defense because the biters are coming in. I did go around and explore a little bit, have a look around and sort of running up against the edge here with Spidertron running around. I think what's happening is we're touching pollution here and they're coming down. But also we're touching the ones over here, which I haven't quite seen, and they're coming around the bottom and attacking. That's why I've got this line here as well, with loads upon loads of walls. By the time I came over here, I had to replace about 30 mining drills because they were wrecked. They came in the bottom and just wrecked the place. But that's it. That's all the changes. So that's going to be this episode. And there won't be any more this week. I just thought I'd do a quick one to explain what was going on and get some feedback. So yes. But do please, if you have watched this and got to this point here, do please let me know if you are watching these, or what you think we could do to make them a bit more exciting to watch. Because I understand they are probably a bit boring, which is kind of the theme of my channel anyway. It's chill, which a lot of people may find very boring, but whatever. Just should we do more off camera? Should we actually plan and have a plan of attack, get the stuff ready so we can do what we're doing? That's probably the best way to go, isn't it? I'm answering my own questions as I go. But yeah, let me know, and we will obviously come back next week and carry on and leave it there. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.